Woo! Hello, hello. Let's see if this is working. Alright, gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys. Here we go, 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 here we go. Oh, I can keep my headphones off for a minute. La 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 la. Ooh, I guess. Okie dokie, okie doke. Bing, bing, bang, bang, bang. Oh. Chapstick, hey. Where's the chapstick? Oh my god. Of course. Of course they have to freaking... Of course they have to start fucking doing construction next door now. The one day I decide to stream, oh boy. Look at me, I already complained. Anyway, guys, what is going on? Big Pasta Gaming here once again, and today we're just having to chill, PC stream and stream. PC stream and stream and stream. PC stream and stream and stream. I don't even know if you guys can hear that stuff in the background. They're doing whatever back there. Anyway, if you guys can't hear it, then fantastic. You know, then I just got to put on my headphones with some chill pop and we're good to go. But yeah. Anyway, guys, do you like my beard? I know I haven't webcammed on stream in like, God, it's been over a month now, I think. I think it's been like at least 6 weeks or so. Ever since I got my PlayStation up and running, actually, so I think it's been like, yeah, 6 or 7 weeks. But yeah, I got a little beard. Little, this is a big beard. Anyway, I look like a leprechaun. Like 100%, I look like a leprechaun. I'm, it's not that cold, I can actually take the sweater off. Can I take the sweater off? I don't know if God will let me take this sweater off, to be honest. It's a very complicated sweater. Oh, my elbow got stuck. Alright, here we go. Whew. Alright. I think, I think I look a little more fashionable with this shirt on. This PJ shirt's cool, I got for Christmas. It has, it's the double collar, so it looks like I have an undershirt on, but I don't. You know, it's just, this is just one shirt, and they put an extra collar here to make it look fashionable. The rest of my family didn't understand. They were like, why does that have two collars, but then it's faking you out? It's so weird. It's a fashion thing. It's, you know, it's a fashion thing. So anyway, yeah, I got a haircut. I don't know if I told you guys on a previous stream, but my hair was super long, and I had to do a speech for college, and I turned on my webcam, and I look like a total stoner. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm just gonna just go get a haircut literally right now. And so I just decided to go get a haircut. It's kind of a spontaneous thing. Wow, wacky, wild. Spontaneity. This beard, however, wasn't a spontaneous thing. This was more, I mean, I've been growing this out for forever now. So look how long that is. Oh my god, it's like another area of my body that has very long hair. But the thing is, it's only the chin that's growing out. I guess I'm Asian. Asians don't have the easiest time growing facial hair. So I'm half Asian, so I have half the capability of growing facial hair. My dad didn't really have that much facial hair either. Or, well, it took him a while to grow. Anyway, I grew the chin part, and I was like, oh, you know, I want, because I want more of a defined jawline showing, so I just grew, but I don't want the, you know, the whole scraggly of the facial hair on my lip and my cheeks. So, I mean, for the past 2 months, I've only been shaving my mustache and my cheeks, you know, the hair there. So, and occasionally the neck hair too. But I've been letting the sides and the chin grow. The chin looks good, but I think with the sides, I mean, it looks something. It looks like my head actually has a shape to it, but which I've been made fun of for it not before. So it looks nice, but at the same time, I look like a combination between a neckbeard, a leprechaun, and Abraham Lincoln. So I'm not. So I don't know if I like the chin part. Chin looks good. Look at that. I'm Abraham Lincoln. I'm gonna free the slaves and die to John Wilkes Booth in my big hat. I gotta put on a big hat and make it a little more curly, and then I'll be Abraham Lincoln. But yeah, it's kind of the state of my hair. Um, but yeah, I was contemplating just shaving just the this part, keeping the chin, and then of course this part as well, all the way up to my sideburns. So just because it would fit the shorter hairstyle too. I mean, when I had the long hair, this facial hair or this the beard part was actually it matched. But now that I have the short hair with the beard part, it's kind of uneven. So I don't know. I also should. It's at the point where I need to trim this. So it's at the point where like I put my face in my pillow and all the hair brushes up. It brushes up to my to my lip. And it just it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I can't imagine like if I had a girl in bed or something and like I tried to go kiss her and then just like it's just a face full of this and just boom right in their mouth. But yeah, um anyway, that's just stuff I think about, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I a couple streams ago, I oh yeah, anyway. I wanted to show you guys some stuff. I wanted to stream some stuff. I've been doing a lot of research on like YouTube's and on the internet and stuff, and I have a very rough plan on like what I'm gonna do in the future. So it's gonna be great. But yeah, anyway, um, as far as my computer goes, because it last time I streamed on PC, it was kind of a pain because not only do I have to set everything up and stuff, which I don't have this stuff set up by default. So especially the whole webcam thing, I had to. Luckily, the program worked for that. Thank God. But let me make sure. But yeah, luckily the program worked. But balancing the phone on my normal stand for some reason it wasn't balancing that well. I think because I am using a different cable. The cable I used last time I streamed on webcam has a different port, and that was on my other PC, and I did return that gaming PC. I lied to the Best Buy people. I was like, oh yeah, I never used it, right? Even though I spent like, 3 months using it. I used it between my birthday and Christmas, or between my birthday and New Year's. That's how long I had that gaming PC. So it was nice. I got to try out Alien Online and Lost Ark, and what else did I play? Scarlet Nexus. I also tried Scarlet Nexus. I didn't like Scarlet Nexus that much. Um, but yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So anyway, but I got it set up. It's fine. It's a little slanted, so you'll have to forgive me, guys. I can't like if I touch it or if I bump into my desk, the whole thing's gonna fall down. It's like that fragile. So, but yeah. Anyway, last time I PC streamed, I complained to you guys that I didn't have my second monitor up. Well, since then, I actually bought. Actually, like that day, I bought whatever plugged the VGA to HDMI adapter, and so I just plug that in, bang my graphics card. So now I have two monitors. So if I want to set up stuff preemptively, or if I want to do this or that or whatever, on this screen I can, and then on this screen I can actually broadcast. So I'm broadcasting on this screen just because it's a smaller screen, but it's the right aspect ratio for those of you at home watching. Whereas my other monitor is like a perfect square, and like nothing streams in like a perfect square. I mean, I could stream in a square, but you guys are gonna have these black. But like you guys see the black bars on the side of the camera right now. You also see that if I do stream off my second monitor here. But anyway, the second monitor has been great because it's a square and it's bigger. Reading manga on it has been really good. I really like. I finished reading Doctor Stone. Or I caught up to it. They left off on a huge cliffhanger, and I've had to wait all week. They're like the final. You guys don't have to know anything about Doctor Stone for this, but the end of the last chapter that I read, which I had caught up to it like the day that chapter came out, so I got to read it. The very last page, the very last 2 pages, was they found the final guy, didn't show his face. Everyone gasps, and then the main character is like, "Oh, final villain. So that's who you really are all this time, huh?" And then end chapter. They didn't show him. They didn't show who the final villain was. This 226 chapters of this stupid anime, or this manga. One villain. And they go through all this work to get to him, and then they don't even show me who he is. It's terrible. So I've had to wait all week in suspense. Ugh. The absolute woes of keeping up with manga monthly, with manga weekly while it's still continuing. It's the same exact thing that happened with One Piece. I was reading the one of the story arcs. I had caught up, and I was reading it weekly. I'd read a chapter in like 20 minutes, and then I have to wait a whole 7 days until I get another 20-minute chapter. It's like, oh my god. So I was doing that for 3 years. It was literally 3 years of read a chapter, wait a week, read another chapter, wait a week, and the storyline, this specific storyline, it took 3 years in the manga. And it's not like, you go to someone now and be like, "Oh yeah, this story arc was 3 years long or whatever," because what's that, 150 chapters? I mean, if you're unemployed, you could, or like if you have a weekend or if it's Christmas break or something, you could read 150 chapters in like 4 days, right? It's like, so it's a 4-day arc for you. It's a 4-day storyline for you. It was a 3-year storyline for me, all right? For me, who was keeping up with it weekly. And, every single last page of every single chapter was just a cliffhanger. It's so bad. Oh my god. So, anyway, I won't complain about that. Anyway, the whole reason I started streaming on PC today, I wanted to show you guys, I want a webcam. So, webcam's nice. But primarily, even if I wasn't going to webcam, I wanted to do PC. Just because... Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys what I'm up to. So, anyway, I've been doing a lot more research on like farming life and stuff. So, I gotta put on some music. Holy crud. I'm actually gonna see... How did I drop? What the heck? I dropped down to 3 gigabytes of use. Even though... Nah, whatever. Oh, I want to check... Yeah, okay. I've been doing that thing where okay, let me... ugh, blah. I don't. My small monitor, like ever since I got the bigger square monitor, I actually haven't been using the small monitor. I'll use the small monitor, even though it's my primary one. I'll only use this one when I'll only use this one when I whatchamacallit, um when I don't have enough space on my other monitor to do it. Like if I'm typing a Word document based off of something that I have to read for college or whatever, right? Like I have to look at information off my textbook and then type up an assignment based off that. Which actually, before I forget, that's a good reminder for me. I need to log into my college stuff because I have something due today. Um, I finished all my work. I finished all my work this week on Monday. I was a good boy. I finished it all on Monday. I had to present a speech. It was one of the we have three real speeches. Every week is a speech, but most of them are just informal talks or whatever. And there's not really much of a difference. Anyway, this week she's like, "Oh, this is a real speech. Um, you gotta write it, blah blah, know what you're talking about, but you have to have it memorized. Use a note card, and you have to be making sure you look at the lens of the camera. You can't just be looking at the screen below the lens of the camera and reading off your computer screen." And I was thinking, like, shoot, she's been noticing that I've been reading off of my computer because that's what I'll do. I'll have the webcam lens there, and then I'll look slightly under it, and then just read off a script, you know. And it's, it's a little obvious that I'm doing that, but whatever, right? She hasn't taken off points. It's very low point assignments. But anyway, this was a big one, and she said not to do that. So, and she also said to stand up. Look how cluttered my room looks. I mean, it's organized, I guess, but besides the cardboard boxes. But there's no place in this room for me to like stand and do this well. So, I mean, I guess I could do it off this back wall. But anyway, I have a nice backdrop in my dining room. So I was in my dining room and I was out there standing up with this microphone. It was all the way up, so it was clamped onto the table and shot all the way up, so that it actually reached my face. And then I'm the only one. Everyone's using the microphone on their laptop or their cell phones. I'm using a actual professional microphone because I got a streaming microphone. So because I got like an actual like, oh hey, I do YouTube videos microphone. So it looks professional at the very least. But yeah. Anyway, I was anyway, I had to practice it. It was a 4-minute speech. All right, it's a 4-minute speech. You want to know how long I had to practice for it? I had to stand there, look over my notes, try to memorize them, try to really internalize what I was talking about. 2 hours. 2 hours for me to freaking practice. It took me a half an hour to understand the assignment, which, as always, I look at an assignment and I have to really sit there and internalize it. It takes me like 10, 20 minutes. And then it took me a half an hour to write it. Write it, get the right verbiage down, all that sort of stuff. And then it took me 2 hours after that to actually practice. I was standing there in front of the microphone, in front of the webcam, just practicing my speech over and over again, trying to get this thing memorized. And I had a note card, but my note card was full. It was full, and I was trying to put bullet points and like starter phrases and whatnot. I was trying to think of like, what am I forgetting when I get to a certain part in a speech, and what's gonna prompt me to remember my talking points. So I had to figure that. I had to practice and figure that out, and then write all those points on as bullet points on the note card, and then practice it again and again and again. So 4-minute speech, and it took me 2 hours before I got a decent attempt, and it was only a decent attempt. I'm still like, I'm not, looking dead at the camera the entire time. I'm like looking off to the side, and oh, and this point is, yeah, like, this things like kind of like that. I don't know. You guys understand. I like how you can see both. You can see both monitors. You can see my left monitor in this glasses, and then my right monitor in this glass. So I can show you guys if I open up. You guys will notice the change there, or there. See, you guys notice the change only in that glasses, in the left glasses. Anyway, yeah. So yeah. Anyway, that was a pain. So anyway, point being, I was a good boy. I did all of my work. I did all of my assignments Monday. So Monday night, I was up until 5 in the morning on Monday night. I guess that's Tuesday morning technically. I'm doing all the work, so I got it done, thank God. But because I stayed up till 5 in the morning doing it all, it totally screwed up my sleep schedule. I haven't been able to recover since. I've been setting alarms, trying to wake myself up early, and then I'll just crash again. So I did all my work Monday, finished it Monday, Tuesday morning, whatever. But then I just crashed. I lost my entire Tuesday because I slept like 13 or 14 hours on Tuesday, and I woke up and it's like 7 at night. And so I only stayed up for 8 hours, but then I still went to bed at like 3 in the morning. So I lost Tuesday. And then Wednesday I had a dentist appointment. So I had a dentist appointment, and then I was searching for jobs Wednesday. And then Thursday, I didn't really do anything on Thursday. Oh yeah, one of the jobs that I applied to said they were going to interview me, but I guess I was too late to respond to them, so they didn't. So they never interviewed me. So I'm sitting here in a dress shirt with my phone on the ringer, just waiting for them. I did all this research on the company and preparing for the interview and stuff, and they never called. So I mean, whatever, right? It's not. So after that whole debacle, I just played games. Playing this game, Dragon Age Inquisition. It's pretty fun. I've already played it, but I'm replaying it, I guess. So I played it on PC like years ago. So even though it's been like five years, I think, since I last played it, I hardly remember. It's not that memorable a game, to be honest. It's not that great of a game. A lot of girls seem to like the game. It's weird. It's just this typical fantasy, hey, everyone's killing each other, demons and swordsmen and mages and stuff like that. Total like fantasy, total like Lord of the Rings kind of stuff. But for some reason, a lot of girl gamers like the game. So my ex really liked the game. It was like one of her favorite games. I don't understand why. It's kind of a mediocre game, to be honest. Anyway, whatever, I'm not gonna. Anyway, I was interested in it because I've seen other people play it. And I was like, oh yeah, Dragon Age, it's on sale. It seems alright, whatever. It's just something to pass the time. It's just something to pass the time, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, I won't stream it. It's not really worth it to stream. Plus, it's a story-based game. I've already started it, so you guys won't really know. I'm going to have other games that I can stream that are going to be a little more engaging and entertaining than that. Because Dragon Age is kind of mindless. It's mindless until you get to like dialogue bits, but then, obviously I'm not talking, so there's no opportunity for me to like talk. Whatever. It's not a good game to stream with moral story. So anyway, Anyway, so I wanted to show you guys a couple things. So I know. I want to put on music actually. We're gonna put on this lo-fi hip hop mix that I always put on. All right, cool. I have my headphones cranked all the way up. Watched like a 5-hour YouTube video on my PlayStation, and I had no way to really bump the volume up, so I had to crank it up, and then I had to crank up my TV. So and then you crank up your TV for a video, and then you and then you click on another video that's at normal volume, but your TV's blasting, and so like it just like screamed in my earphones. It's terrible. Anyway, I want to show you guys this. I hope you guys can hear the music, to be honest. I couldn't really hear it when I just tested my thing. Anyway, the other day I was talking about, I was complaining about dating again. Anyway, so this, I'm not gonna go into all that, but this is the website I was talking about. It's the female delusion calculator. It's called igotstandardsbro.com. It's just this funny little thing. Anyway, let's say I'm a girl. What are the chances of finding the man of my dreams, right? I'm a girl. I go on Tinder. I have such high standards, right? I'm 22 years old, okay? So I'm not actually. I'm 27. But let's say I'm a girl and I'm 22. And I'm like, oh, I had my fun. I slept with 100 guys off Tinder. Now it's time to settle down, start a family, find a partner, whatever, right? But I'm not just going to take anybody, right? First of all, they have to be between the ages of 20 and 30. That's reasonable to ask for, right? You want someone in your age range, or in a specific age range. I don't think that's unreasonable. And then exclude married men. Obviously, right? He's got to pay attention to me, not those not a wife, not those other women. I saw a comedy sketch where this guy was married, but he was going out with this other girl, and they were fighting, and they were gonna break up, but the guy was like, oh, I'm married, but I'll leave my wife just to be with you. And this is after like the girl's been arguing and blah blah blah, right? But then all of a sudden he said that, and the girl was like, wait, you'd leave your wife for me? Oh my god, that's so sweet. That's so romantic. Okay, let's get together. It's like the stupidest shit. It's like, yeah, I get that people think like that. I'm not making fun of that. I'm just, it's just, I don't know, the framing of the sketch was just. Anyway, what am I doing? Yeah. So, ages, okay? Let's say you're a girl, young adult, whatever. You're looking for somebody between 23 and 30. That's an okay range to be looking at. Excludes married. Race, any race or color, because you're not a racist. Minimum height, 6 feet tall, okay? He's got to be at least 6 feet. If his height starts with a 5, then I don't even want to look at him. Oh my god. Guys who aren't peak height are not even worth it. All right? Exclude obese? Nah, I'm not fat phobic. The whole like fat acceptance movement, by the way. Fat acceptance only applies to women. Did you guys know that? You look at anything about fat acceptance, they won't talk about men at all. In fact, girls who are fat accepting think that fat men are disgusting, because fat acceptance only applies to women. So in this current movement, so not in general, but like in this current movement that's going on, so it's disgusting. It's just more excuses for people to be entitled. But whatever, right? We'll not exclude the obese. And then minimum income, my dude's got to make at least $25K a year. In California, $25K a year, you're still living with your parents. That's how little amount of money $25K a year is. But that's the minimum. That's $25K a year is he has a job at least. At least he has a job, right? That's what it is. And $25K could be a part-time. I was making that. I was working 6-hour days, something like that. And that was after a bunch of raises and stuff. So anyway, 6 feet tall. That's her only 6 feet tall, and you earn some money, right? You're not unemployed. That's your standard, okay? Let's find out. He's got to be at least 6 feet tall. That's the big one, okay? You put that in, and that's taking way too long to load, so we're gonna refresh it. It's taking a long time to load. What the hell? Dude, is this website like broken or what? Okay, just 23 to 30. 80K? No. We're going back to 25K. Actually, you know what? Any income is fine. Any income is fine, okay? Look at me. I'm an unemployed mess. I'm a race of people, but I'm at least 6 feet tall. Can this please? Okay, I guess this isn't. I guess this isn't. So I'm gonna go into incognito mode and do it. I have this bookmarked. Exco's married. 6 foot. Any income. Okay, let's find out. Okay, this website isn't loading. I don't know why this isn't loading. Oh, it's a shame. I wanted to show you guys. Anyway, last time I did the search, it was like 11%. So I think let's round it down to 10%. So that's 1 out of every 10 dudes is 6 feet tall and not married. So that's what it is. So look at me, guys. I'm not married, and I'm between this age range, and I'm at least 6 feet tall. I'm 6'2", so I put at least 6'2" into the search one time, and it was something like 5%, like it halved. So half of the dudes who are taller than 6 feet are still shorter than me. So it's great. It's great. Anyway, that's not gonna. It's not supposed to take that long. That's too bad. Anyway, guys, one of the things I wanted to show y'all is that's a little odd. One of the things I wanted to show y'all is this. Every year I participate in this raffle. It's every year I participate in this raffle. It's in Colorado. I don't even know how I heard about this, to be honest, but I've been doing this for like 3 years now. Anyway, it's this it's a charity. And what they do is they give away, they sell these tickets, so they're raffle it's a raffle. And they only sell a certain number of tickets. It's like 100,000. It's still a lot, but still, one lucky person wins big ol' house. They win this giant house. It's huge. It's luxurious, and you get bonus cash too. It's pretty nice. So you win this house that's worth $2.5 million in Colorado, which is, it's a nice area. It's all right. Not during the summer, but it's all right the rest of the year. Plus, they give you $800,000. So it's supposed to, like, the extra money here is supposed to pay for like property tax and stuff for a few years. So that gets it to you. So it at least pays for it for 1 year, right? They don't want somebody winning a house just to not be able to, just to lose it to the government because they can't pay their property tax, right? Because the property tax on $2.5 million house, I mean, that's going to be like 40 grand or something, I thought. And you have to pay that up the instant you get the house. So, yeah, it's terrible. Or, it's something people can't afford. So they include the extra cash. You can do whatever with it, right? But yeah, one person wins this really nice house. And then another person will win this. it's a truck with a trailer, which actually I'd really like. Um, they have the option to take the truck and trailer, or they could just take the 100 grand in cash. So obviously for me, the truck and trailer plus 30 grand, or you could get just 100 grand just right off the bat. I would take the 100 grand. I can spend $100,000. Like, I could secure the rest of my life with $100,000. That's how much money that is. So I don't need a new truck and a big old trailer and stuff. If I wanted this stuff, I could get an old pickup truck off Craigslist for like $2 grand. That still works. And I could get an old trailer that I could just attach to the thing for probably another like $2 grand. Right. And then I have like $96,000 left over for whatever the heck I want. So if I really wanted this. Getting new products is ridiculous. Anyway, so that's another prize. They got more prizes. They got like a home theater thing where they'll give you like a TV and stuff, or $4,000 down there. That's the only one you're gonna show me, bro? Okay. They also have like this. March 18th. I think the VIP prize, I don't know, you gotta buy a certain number of tickets in a row for them to give you that. Or 25 grand. Even 25 grand I could use them for a lot. So I don't need a brand new car and, 3 nights vacation in Colorado, right? So they're not giving away that many prizes. Normally it's like 2 or 3 cars per thing. They got vacations that you could win, or cash. Yeah, it's always an or cash thing, so it's nice. Anyway, they got season tickets. I don't know what the hell I would do with these season tickets. I'd probably just give them away online. I'm not gonna go to freaking Colorado and watch hockey every weekend for a whole season. I'm sure I could get someone to buy this off me for like half the price. But yeah. And then they got this cash calendar thing too, where like every day somebody wins $2,000. So anyway, it's nice. If you go to buy tickets, the tickets are kind of expensive. I mean, you're talking $100 for each one raffle ticket. But the nice thing is they only sell like 100 grand or 100,000 tickets for it. So everyone has this pretty nice. I mean, it's not like playing the lottery, right? Lottery's cheap, but like, nobody wins. So how many raffle tickets are available? 168,000. So you buy a ticket, you essentially have 1 in 168,000 chance of getting it. Of course, I was running some numbers on like clinical diseases the other day, and basically if I have, according to this probability, to win that house, if I buy 2 tickets, I have as much chances of winning that house as I would of being born with pediatric MS. That's kind of my probability. Because I think in America, one out of 80,000 kids are born with pediatric MS. So, or they're gonna get pediatric MS before they become adults. So when they're kids or teenagers or whatever. So I was running the stats on it because I think it's like, you think like, oh, that's pretty big chances for something as debilitating as that. There's only 5,000 cases of that. This is all from my research. I was researching COVID a few weeks ago, so, and this is one of the things that came up. But yeah, there's like 5,000 kids, or there's 5,000 people who got MS when they were kids. So or what is it? There's 5,000 kids or teenagers who have MS in the country right now, which 5,000 out of like the 400 million people in the country, it doesn't seem that bad. But or it seems like really low. But that's a one out of every 80. That's one person out of every 80,000. So my probabilities of winning this house, if I bought 2 tickets, are, or if I bought 1 ticket, you know, I have double the chance that my child is going to have pediatric MS versus me winning this house. So the probability is really low, right? So, you know, whatever. I don't care. So, anyway, enough of that. All the money for this house goes to charity. So it goes to this Colorado hospital. And they actually help children at this hospital. So I'm sure pediatric MS patients would also be helped at this hospital. So look at this. You got these normal people. Look at this. Look at this girl. She looks normal, right? A little chubby, but whatever. She was vacationing in Florida when a grease fire started in the kitchen. She suffered severe burns on her arms and legs. Family brought her home and went straight to the... Wait, she got severe burns on her arms and legs and they still waited till they went back to Colorado? What is wrong with you? You needed to go to a hospital, like, immediately. An expert team provided exceptional care. They probably left it out. They were probably like, oh yeah, you know, she went to the hospital where she was vacationing first. Expert team healed both inside and out. Her caregivers have helped her live a normal life following the accident. Anyway, look at Daniel. Doctors discovered and removed an aggressive tumor in this kid's brain, half the size of an adult fist. Oh, geez, it's like that big? Jesus Christ. That's terrible. A subsequent MRI showed that Daniel already had developed 3 new brain tumors in under a month. He immediately had a second brain injury, followed by a month of radiation and 2 additional brain surgeries. He continues to battle cancer with hope and determination. This kid had 4 brain tumors? Are you serious? What the hell? Dude, that really sucks. Oh my god. Anyway, so my money's going towards that, essentially. So my money's going towards that. So every year I've been donating a few $100, getting those raffle tickets. I haven't won anything. I won like a gift card to a spa place. That's not in my area, so I couldn't use it. So I mean, whatever, right? Anyway, this is how much the tickets are. I can buy 1 for $100 if I want to be cheap. Or I could save money and get extra ones. Last year, I bought this pack, the $750 for 10 tickets and 10 tickets on the 100 days of winning cash. That was nice. But yeah, I'm probably not going to do the big one. I'm probably just going to do the 6. I really shouldn't even be spending this much money, to be honest, but whatever. Oh my god. Anyway. This is face reveal. Yeah, Drinko. Face reveal. Ha ha ha. I'm just browsing the internet today, Trinka. So, if you want to stick around, cool. If not, no worries. But yeah, anyway, I do this. So I haven't bought these tickets yet, so I wanted to look at the raffle house before. I wanted to look at the raffle house before I bought it. Alright. Cool, Trinka. Hope you enjoy. But yeah, I wanted to check out this house. They just came out with a photo gallery for it, so I want to see exactly like if I'm one of the what was it? 168,000 people. If my ticket wins, then whoopee-doo. It's photo gallery. So is there any way to maximize this? Yeah, here we go. So anyway, it's a nice looking, I mean, this is it. My God. That is a huge, it's a 3-story house. Holy crap. So, obviously if I won this, I would sell it. Yeah, they're saying it's $2.5 million. I would slash the price on that. I could spend $2 million bucks, and like I could make sure my grandchildren never have to work again. That's how much $2 million bucks can go. So, but I mean, whatever. It's still cool to win the house. I'm still gonna, you know, if I won it, I think about this every year. If I won this house, I would probably spend a week in it just to live that luxury life, you know. So anyway, it's a very nice house. Looks like it's in a really like upstart neighborhood too. So a lot of the houses that they've done in previous years have been in like the middle of nowhere. Like they'll find a hill in like the outskirts of town and they'll just build a house on top of there. And it's like cool, but you know, you're not in the city, you know. So this one looks like it's actually in the city. So, or it's in like an actual neighborhood around other rich people. So yeah, very nice. So yeah, it's pretty cool. We'll look at the inside here. I haven't actually looked at these photos. Every year I sit down and look at these photos when they come out. So they just came out a couple days ago. So yeah, check it out. They have a deck. Very nice. The roof doesn't look like it goes over all the way. So if it does snow, you're gonna have to find some way to cover up these pillows. Oh, that's nice. You got a big old window here that can look out onto your deck. So even if you remove all the furniture and whatnot, and it's snowing during the winter, you could sit in your comfy heated home and just look out. That sounds very luxurious. Ooh, this place has the full roof over it, so you could probably get like a cover here too. So if the snow is blowing, you could still hang out outside. That's cool. And it has a grill over here as well. That's pretty nice. So you guys probably can't see that. My webcam's in the way, but yeah, they have a grill over here as well, so you could do like an outdoor cooking thing. If you had guests, I'm not somebody who like throws parties at my house, so, but I can imagine someone would use this for that. Like you could have like 10 or 12 people hanging out here for like a birthday party or something, and they'd all be comfortably spaced out, like in just the outside. Ooh, this is the entryway. Oh yeah, it's the big door. They got a big old door here. My house has one of these big doors. That's the only thing nice about my house, is that it has one of these big doors. Not this one, but it's like one of those old-timey ones. But yeah, big old door here. Feels very nice to open it. And then yeah, the entryway looks really nice. Got a little side table for here. They got a fireplace here. So that's pretty nice. Ooh, they have a study. Very cool. Just a place to do your work and stuff. Like if I had an at-home career, this would be a pretty nice place to live in, for sure. Just set up a computer here and do your work. Be nice, be nice. But yeah, guest suite. Oh, this is a guest room. Ooh, look at those windows. That's very nice. Very nice. Ooh, that bathroom. Ooh, look at that. That marble countertop. With that giant mirror for whatever you need giant mirrors for. I'd feel small in that giant mirror, to be honest. Oh my god. they have a little closet. If you look in the reflection of the mirror here, they have a little closet in the bathroom. Well, they only take one picture per room. They could at least put a second room around here. Second room, what am I saying? A second, like, camera angle. But yeah. This looks like the entryway is over here and it comes over here. It's a nice wall-mounted TV. There's probably going to be a lot of light glare. I know a lot of places put a TV up just for aesthetic purposes, but like, I always think about this whenever I'm looking at a nice house. They'll have a room, like, they'll decorate it, and they'll have a room like this, and they'll have a TV off to the side. So no matter where you sit, you have to look sideways in order to watch TV. That doesn't make any sense. I'd rather put one of the couches here and then look at it that way. Or better yet, I would move the TV above the fireplace and then put the couch here looking at the TV. That way the TV's heightened. This is more like a movie theater experience, and you got the nice fireplace underneath, giving that really good aesthetic feel to it. So these fireplaces are still really nice. Oh, the fireplace right there, guys. I didn't. In the bottom, it's in the bottom left. So, but yeah, I get that it's for like show, but I would, like, if I got this and I was actually gonna keep it, I would severely rearrange it. So, nice thing about this house, these houses, is that it comes fully furnished, so everything that you see is what's gonna come with the house. So. Oh, they took a second picture of this room. Okay. But yeah, they have the window here. See, you can even see the glare from like the kitchen onto the TV. So wouldn't be the best. I know those Samsung TVs eliminate glare, so that's really good. So you'd probably want a TV like that. Wow, a third picture. Yeah, see, this wall is very empty. So you can put the TV right here, in front of this light switch, and then put a couch there. So this is probably a wall for like pieces of art and stuff, though. So if I was decorating this house, I'd just put a couple pictures here, for sure. Oh, and another picture of this. Only one picture of the bathroom, but about 4 pictures of this great room. Yeah, it's a great room, guys. They have a lot of places to sit. But yeah, you got... Ooh, this is a nice kitchen. Oh my god, look at that. Holy crud, look at that. Nice, like, it leads to the backyard. Or to the back awning, or whatever. Awning, deck, balcony, whatever you call it. The back area. Outside. It leads to that, so you can get a nice airflow through there. Giant window. So if you're over here doing your dishes, then you can look out. That's very nice. 2 sinks. Very nice. And a huge old island. And a lot of countertop space. So leave that clear. And, you know, you can do so much cooking on here. Oh my god. Chopping the vegetables. Mixing your sauces. Grilling your meats. Hell yeah. A big old pantry over here, too. Look at that. A lot of cabinet space. This is one of the things, because I cook every once in a while, so I would like a nice big old spacious counter space and, you know, all this sort of stuff, right? I would like, you know, 4 clean stovetops here. Oh, they got a big old oven, and they got a little mini oven over here. That's cute. That's cool. I love when they have the island and they have like an oven or a little fridge in the island itself. I don't know what I'd use it for, but, you know, it's so cool that it's there. Of course, I use an air fryer, so wouldn't be. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, they got one of those. They have a strainer, or what's it called, a colander, something like that. They have a strainer thing built into the sink, and you could probably take that on or off. That's really nice. So if you're like washing vegetables or or like cooling down cooked noodles or something, you just dump the food in there and then just run the water over the top. Ooh, that is perfectly positioned too. I want one of those. A sink is one of those things where you can a sink is one of those things where you can do it, or you can do it. A sink is one of those things where you it's pretty cheap. It's a really nice thing to have, but it's actually pretty cheap to get. If you want to build a new sink in your kitchen, then you're not going to spend more than like a couple $100. So that's pretty nice. And it looks out onto that deck, so you could have a whole group party out there, and then somebody could be in here washing the dishes or whatever, looking out. Although you are looking out onto a road and kind of these like barren hills, so kind of sucks. But yeah, this looks cool. Oh my gosh, they have like a dining room area over here. Pretty small, but looking out onto the windows over there. Or looking outside. That's really nice. Music's a little loud. Alright, hopefully you guys can still hear alright. Here. But yeah, this dining area looks really nice. Very fancy, but still like quaint and a little minimalist. It's pretty nice. You need a second one of these paintings up over here on this blank wall, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. The craft room. You have a room just for crafts? Oh my gosh. So like grandma can have her sewing kit here, and you can have like paper crafts and whatnot. I don't know what I'd use a craft room for. Honestly, I'd probably just punch out all these cabinets and just clear the room, and then just put like an easel here and start, the only reason you need a separate room for art is if you paint. Or if you're drawing like really big stuff. So I guess it's more of a focus room. But what I would do, actually, if it were me, I'd put up a huge piece of like paper up here and up here, like one of these, but like that covers the whole wall. And I would just write on it, and I would just go like this and that or whatever, draw stuff, write stuff. I'm very much like planning. I visualize like big images in my head, like big plans and sequences in my head. So I would just like take a marker. I just want like a giant piece of paper on the wall, and then just like to draw out my plans and stuff all over it. So like for my story, I have like a whole fantasy world. So I would draw like each nation, each like country, and where they are relative to each other, and what characters are in there, and and I'd write out like what the politics are like, and all this sort of stuff, right, for each country. And I'd draw like how they interconnect with each other and whatnot. And then maybe on another paper I would draw out like a timeline of events, like, oh, this happened in history, and that caused this, and that caused this, and then that's where the world is today, and blah blah blah, right? So I want a giant room just dedicated to that, because I was thinking about doing that just for my bedroom, but I don't have any wall space. I don't have any space to access my walls, so got my desk blocking this wall, and I got my TV blocking that wall, and I have a window and a closet, so I don't have any wall space. But the mud room, very nice. So your kids come in here and take their shoes off and stuff. It'd be good. Potting room. I don't know what a potting room is. Oh, for like plants and stuff. Oh, so you could do gardening over here. That'd be cool. So, but like as a hobby gardening sort of thing. So, I'm not I'm not gonna be a hobby gardener. I'm gonna be a, you know, like a full-time one or whatever. Ooh, this is the master bedroom. Ooh, they got a nice little fireplace here, and they got a big old TV up there. Nice, so you could just lie in bed, watch the big old TV. Very nice. With their blackout curtains here, very nice. And a couple of chairs, so if you want to just read in your bedroom while looking out the window, you can do that. You and your partner can do that. Oh, that's nice. You and your partner can just sit there and read. This is a nice room. I actually like this primary bedroom. It's not like extravagant like a real luxury house would be. You know, it's enough. Ooh, you got those double doors there. And you got, oh, I want to see the bathroom in this place. Oh my god. That's giant. Holy crud. 2 sinks on either side. A giant walk-in closet. That's a huge walk-in closet. What the heck? Oh my god, look at that shower. That shower is huge. It's literally got, oh my god, I think that's a double door to the shower. That's a double door to the shower. And the shower has a bench. That's how you know you're living the luxury life, is when your shower has a bench in it. So I will only see that in expensive houses. If I were to customize my own house, I would get a big shower and I would put a bench in the shower. That's because I've been in the shower often enough, obviously I've been in the shower and often enough when I'm in the shower. Sometimes I just want to sit down. I'm getting tired, or not tired, but like I just want to relax, release the tension from my legs. I just want to sit down, but I want to still have the water running on me, so a bench would be really nice in the shower. I have a shower chair. I've been contemplating just taking the shower chair and just putting it in my shower, just so I have somewhere to sit down. But it's so ghetto, but I don't have enough space in the actual shower, so. Yeah. Anyway, oh my god, they have one of those giant bathtubs in here too. Have all those giant bathtubs. Holy crud. These giant bathtubs are so cool. I love it. Every like modern, like newly built house has one of these giant bathtubs now. I think they're still pretty pricey, but I think they're cheap enough to make, compared to the cost of the rest of the house. Honestly, like I spend a lot of time in the bathroom, so I would invest if I have the money to customize my own house. Most of the budget is going towards the bathroom. I'm getting that nice bathtub, that nice shower, really good toilets that are comfortable to sit on. Because sometimes, like I have stomach problems. Sometimes I'll spend like a half an hour in the bathroom. But I'm in this my bathroom, and it's this cramped little corner, and I'm staring at like 3 walls, and it's like it sucks. So, and it's all dirty and stuff. So. But yeah. My god, this giant, like, your walk-in closet is pretty much just it's a full room. Like I could like sleep in here and make a bedroom in here. Like I could put a TV here, my bed here, and all this sort of stuff. I could put like a propane stove up here. Like I could live self-sustainably in this person's walk-in closet. That's how big this is. Ooh, the loft. Ooh, that's a pretty nice area. I've noticed with like all these luxury houses, like the more money you pay, the more like space and the more space you have, and the more places you can hang out, and that look aesthetically pleasing to hang out in. Oh, I like the pictures of the ski lifts in the back here. What what is this supposed to say? Happiness. Oh, okay. I thought it was supposed to say happenings for some reason. That's the first word that I thought of. Happenings. Happiness. But yeah, it looks like there's a little thing for board games here. I mean, obviously all this is interchangeable, but like I could literally just put a TV in I could just throw out everything and just put like a really comfy leather chair and a TV in like every single room here. In the great room, in the bedroom, in the loft here, on the outdoor deck, whatever, right? So, but I've noticed a lot of these houses are designed with like hanging out in mind. You have a group of people and you want to go to different areas of the house and hang out in a slightly different way in each room. That's what I've noticed with a lot of these luxury houses, so, which is mainly why I wouldn't keep one of these. My lifestyle is, as you guys have probably known, if you guys know me from watching my streams, what do I do? Yeah, I just need a studio apartment. I mean, look at my room. Like, if you made a space that was double the size of my room, and you put the front door and the kitchen and a little closet, and I had a space for my bed and my TV, and a little bathroom, that's all I need. In fact, everything can be open. I've looked at studio apartments before, and it's like all the space you need. You look at like studio apartment, and I look at images, and look at this. Look at this place. This place is giant. I know it's not good quality, but this is what you need. You have the front door here, and then it's just this area for the bed, area for the kitchen, washer, dryer, fridge, little bathroom over here. It's all open, and then a little area for like recreation, like hanging out, TV here, a little table here to eat. And this is like more than I need. This is like everything that I need, but it's all spaced out. There are people who live in Singapore or like Seoul, Korea, or even Tokyo, who have apartments that are half the size. They're half the size. They don't get the washer dryer in their apartment. They have to use a community shared one. They get a tiny kitchen that's maybe like half of the size. So you just have room for the sink. And if you want to chop vegetables or whatever, you got to put a chopping board on top of your sink. And then they have a little place for a stove and an oven and a microwave. Some places don't even have the stove or oven. They just have the microwave. And they have like a little table, or they have a chair on the countertop so you eat at your kitchen. Like, that's how small some of these places are. I mean, you're talking like, even this is like luxury. I mean, you look at like this. Oh, it's Pinterest. I can't look at Pinterest. You look at this, and it's like, this is all they get. This is pretty much the whole house. You have a door here that leads out of your apartment, and then maybe you have like a toilet over here. Oh, over in this area that you can't. In the bottom left. And that's it. That's it. The bed is here. For you guys who can't see, the bed is to the bottom left here. But you have the bed, a little bathroom over here, and maybe a kitchen here. And that's pretty much it. And a lot of people have to live like that. But the thing is, it's totally fine. For my purposes, it's totally fine. Studio apartment, Tokyo. They're the really tiny ones. Yeah, there are these ones where This is this dude's whole apartment. I mean, it's like, but the thing is, I don't need that much, right? I don't, you know, you could turn any one of the rooms featured here into a pretty decent studio apartment. So this house probably has like 8 apartments worth of space, essentially. So that's what I would do. If I had to keep this house, I would rent out, I would customize each room, and then I'd rent out each room as your own separate bedroom, and then have a communal place. I would change the loft into a bedroom, and all that. What's this, bedroom number 3? It's nice. That's a place to keep your baby and stuff. Pretty nice bathroom. I mean, for a kid's bathroom, this is pretty luxurious. So they got one of those bathtub showers there. Little bathtub showers here with a nice little counter indent into the wall. So another bedroom. I thought this was a staircase. It's just a bookshelf. Pretty nice. He has skateboards hung up there, probably just aesthetically. You don't use skateboards and then hang them up in a place you're gonna sleep because the wheels are all dirty. So, but he has a walk-in closet with one of these sliding barn doors that's really nice. And then he has his own little bathroom here. Oh my god, that looks really nice, that pattern. I saw a van build where the guys put up, or where the guy, he had a shower in the van, but he didn't. So you think like, oh, a shower in a van, how do you do that? Realistically, a shower is just a square room. That's all it is. With a drain, with a faucet on top and a drain at the bottom, right? It's just like a giant sink. So the walling is the most important part. The walling in the door is the most important part, because it's got to be waterproof. Apparently they sell waterproof flooring. So he had flooring on his floor of his van that made it waterproof, and he used that same flooring, those same tiles, in the shower. He just bought extra floor material and he put it on the walls of his shower, and that's his whole shower. I thought like that was pretty cool. That was pretty ingenious because it's a cheap way to do it. Because you go to like Home Depot or Lowe's and you want to buy a shower, and their shower, like, you're talking like $2,000 for a small little square of a shower. I could probably build one for like $400 if I don't use like a pre-built shower sort of thing. So I'd have to build it myself, but you know, that's a significant money saver, right? Especially for a van where your whole build is probably only going to be a few grand. You know, you don't want to spend half of your budget on just the shower or just one thing or something like that. So anyways, that was cool. Yeah, nice bathroom though for a kid. This could be for your oldest. Bedroom number 5. Why do you need 5 bedrooms? How many kids are you gonna have? Are you Catholic? Like, how many bedrooms do you need? No family who has like 10 kids is gonna be rich enough to afford a house like this, to afford a house that provides enough space for all those kids. That's the thing. Most people who have a bunch of kids are typically really poor. They're on the poorer side, and it's ironic because it's going to cost you more money to take care of more kids, but only poor people are having a lot of kids. It's a weird thing. People who are more rich or well off have like 1 to 3 kids, and that's it. 3 is kind of your max. Even like a 3-kid family is a little indicative of like that you're on the poor, that you're, you know, on the lower middle class side. So my family had 3 kids, so but anyways, nice bedroom. And nice, it's the same bathroom as the other ones. Here's a laundry room. I don't understand why laundry rooms have a sink. That's always confused me. what do I need a sink for? I've never used a sink when doing laundry. The washer dryer, the washer is the water cleaner for the clothes. It's bizarre. I don't know. Well, like if you have like mud on your clothes, or if you gotta wash it out or something. I don't know. Oh, so they have a great room, a loft, and a family room. So this is a family room. This is pretty nice. I mean, look at that. You got a big old fireplace here with a little bench. And you're looking outside as always. All these windows, I wanted to talk about windows. But on to the next thing I want to show you guys after this. We'll talk about windows. This is cool. Oh, that's cute. They got a big old barn door, but then they have a small little opening here for like the kids and the cats to run through. That's cute. So you can close this barn door and then the kids can go through this little area that's just for them. It's very exclusive. This is kind of your wet bar. You put your drinks in this cooler here, like your wines and stuff, and then you can serve it. You can mix cocktails here and stuff. It's not a full out bar, so it's called a wet bar because they have the sink. But I can make a real bar for like half the cost and twice the functionality. I mean, I used to mix drinks for my family, so I know what's needed for all that. Yeah, this room looks just like a spare room, I guess, like a workout room probably. It's good it has a sliding door here because it probably gets super sweaty in there if people are working out. I haven't done my bodyweight exercises for like 2 weeks. I have really been slacking on that. I should probably start getting that done, at least the upper body strength part, because I anticipate that when I get married, my wife or my girlfriend or whatever is probably going to want me to carry her places, so I gotta have the upper body strength in order to carry her places. I don't right now. I am incapable of lifting more than like 40 pounds, but I mean, like, mechanically I'd be able to do it with a human being, but yeah, I'm gonna need that upper body strength in order to do it easily, so I need to start doing that again. It's my whole point. I've been eating a lot of protein, but I haven't been exercising, so that's sort of where it's at. That's a nice, oh yeah, the family room leads to the outside again. Yeah, have a recreational area. Oh, with one of those suspension chairs or whatever you call them, and a ping pong table. Oh boy. It's nice. Guest bathroom with a really nice shower. God, this place probably has like 5 showers in it. Like every room gets its own shower. For a guest bathroom, it's pretty nice. Guest bedroom. They had 2 single beds. Yeah, I mean, if you're just sleeping for a night, then if you have family over or something, I don't know. Children's Hospital, Mighty Millions Home. They have a little climbing area to the up top. That'd be cool. I want to be a kid and have this kind of room. I want to be a kid again. Oh well. Wow, they really got Mighty Millions raffle laminated on here, didn't they? Yeah, exercise room. Yeah, I knew it. Exercise room. Yoga mat. Mirror to watch how bad your form is. Windows to the outside, reminding you that there's a life out there, you know, and to not waste an hour of your day exercising. My exercise routine only takes me 12 minutes, all right? Yeah, and then the outside. That was nice. Guys, what was your favorite part of the trip? What was your favorite part of the house? Floor plans. Okay, so this... I can't read any of that. What the frick? Dang. Okay, wouldn't have killed them to test that a little bit. Would have. Nah, whatever. Floor plans. Currently closed for viewing. Thank you for understanding. Yeah, whatever, man. Yeah, we're in a pandemic. Oh boy. Custom built. That's probably why it's $2.5 million, is because they got in a freaking designer company to build it. I saw this RV that was like $1 million, and they were like, "Oh, we got a professional interior design company to design all of the materials that were used for this." I'm thinking like, yeah, you overpaid for something you could have just sat at home and thought of yourself in 2 nights. Like, anyway, I'm gonna buy some tickets. How many do you guys think I should get? I believe the VIP prize is only for... Alright, fuck tickets. As many as you like. How many tickets are available? That much. The cost. How do I purchase? You just get them online. This other raffle that I do a SoCal raffle. Oh, the raffle's up. Oh, they didn't send me an email about this. Bro. Anyway, I play this one with my family. It donates to the Special Olympics, and my family's very involved in this, or not very involved, but my family is involved in the Special Olympics personally. So this is an actual cause that like my family agrees to. They have the house for this too. Oh my god, look at that house! Look at that house. Nope, look at the house. Look at that. That's a nice house. It's a dream house or $1 million. So you have a 1 in 20 chance of winning a prize. Not one of these prizes. This is like 1 in a million, but okay, I guess. Well, I guess I'll buy both at the same time. I gotta convince. Anyway, for this one, what I wanted to mention is, in order to buy it, you buy the tickets. You have to call the number on the screen right now. These are the vehicles. They have early bird prizes. So like if you get your tickets early, then they'll give you, then you get entered into these other raffles. Where's the FAQ? Okay, here we go. So for this one, what are the prizes? You got early bird prizes where you can choose a cash option. So it's a raffle for cash essentially. Most people just take the cash option. At least with this one, for the house, they'll just give you the cash option. The house itself is probably worth more than $1 million, but I don't want to go through the trouble of selling it. Anyway, typically I split this 4 ways with my family, and then, if we win something, we'd all just split the prize. We haven't won anything yet. A minimum of 58,000 tickets must be sold in order for the house to be an option. Oh, so they're gonna buy the house and then give it to you. But if not, then, well, do you get the $1 million then, or what? Okay, so apparently... Three or more tickets, okay. How many tickets? How many will be sold? Only 60,000 tickets. Wait a second. A minimum number of tickets sold is needed for the raffle to continue as a viable fundraiser so that we can purchase the house if the grand prize winner selects that option. None of the prizes awarded are donated, all are purchased. Oh, I see. Oh, I could just start a fucking raffle then. I could just start a raffle. And be like, oh, you can win a house. And then just wait for the money to come in. And then just use some of that money to buy the house to give to the winner. And then keep the rest. I could just keep the rest. Okay, they said a minimum of 58,000 tickets must be sold for the house to be an option. But $1 million annuity? What the fuck? I don't want an annuity option. Ah, whatever. Okay, so 58,000 need to be sold for the house to be an option, but only 60,000 will be sold total. So you have a 2,000 ticket like in between there. That's not that much. How much does a raffle ticket cost? 3 packs are 400. Okay, so I can split this through with my family. With my family. Okay, tickets. Yeah, see, I gotta call this number. You guys can enter the raffle too. I gotta either call or I gotta mail it in. I don't know why it's a 24-hour phone number. I don't know who's working at like 3 in the morning answering these calls. They must have like a call center that does this for like multiple companies. Because whenever I call this number, they're like, I've called at like midnight before, and they're like, "Hi, welcome to the SoCal raffle. How many tickets do you want to buy?" I'm thinking like, what the hell? Like these people, there can't be enough people calling to justify a 24-hour continuous service. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, they don't have any special deals. 3 packs are 400. So, if my family wants to be cheap, we'll just buy one. But a 3-pack of tickets is 400. They didn't notify me by email that this raffle was going on. How are they supposed to hit their ticket threshold if they're not? Anyway, you could win the house. Look at this nice house. Look at that. Boom, boom. Look how nice. Oh, that's nice. I want a bathtub and a shower. Oh, look how nice that is. Ooh, your own swimming pool in your backyard. Hell yeah. Look at that bird's eye view. Look, this house, it's in the middle of nowhere. This is what I'm talking about. It's in the middle of nowhere. Who's gonna pay $1 million for a house like this and then just not, you know? Anyway, I don't want to look at this house. Apparently, you know, they're not even gonna offer the house if they don't sell enough tickets. $1 million. So if I win the $1 million, if I win the grand prize, but they didn't sell enough tickets, then then does that mean I don't get the million? But like, I don't get the house. I understand, but I don't. If I don't get the $1,000,000 either. Anyway, they wanted to sell 58,000 tickets, and the tickets go for about 100 each. So that's $5.8 million. Your charity is profitable if it's pulling in, even if you go half that. That's like $3 million. Even if you only sold half the tickets, that's still $3 million that you've raised. You can afford to give away one of those $1 million for that. The other prizes in combination are probably like another $500,000. So, especially if people just take the cash option, or 100,000, or 50,000, or 50,000. Okay, maybe another 1 million, but still, 10 grand, 5 grand. Ooh, I want to go to Northern Iceland. I don't have anyone I want to go on vacation with. Anyway, over 3,000 prizes. Look at that. You could win a coffee maker or a Crystal HD TV or an electric bike. I could win an electric bike. Hell yeah. Diamond earrings. Get a hair dryer. I need a hair dryer. I could get a tent. Oh no, I could just get the screen for the tent. That's what this is. They're giving away JBL wireless earbuds. I've been needing some earbuds. Oh my god. I actually do need some wireless earbuds. And the JBL ones I heard are pretty good. Or they're decent. They're not worth the price, but $400. Okay, for a 3-pack. The 3-pack lets you go in for the multi-ticket drawing. Just that. All right, I just got to convince my family to in order to get that. So that's cool. I didn't know this was up. Anyway, this one is the real one that I'm going for, because that grand prize, pretty nice. This did a good job of advertising. You know, I got this. It was they sent this to me in the mail like a couple weeks ago. They send you a whole freaking book. A whole book. Every year I get mailed one of these with the house, and it's like, you know, it's this kid's story that's being sent out to like 250,000 people with his face on it. I don't want that for me. But yeah, anyway, they show like the house and stuff and all the different prizes you can get. And it's like, it's cool that they send you this, but I think it works to their benefit. Because, you know, this is, you know, sending a bunch of these, what's that going to cost them? Like a few $1,000 maybe? But the thing is, it advertises it to everybody who's willing to play the raffle. Whereas with the SoCal one that they were doing, you know, they don't send it to me in this little thing that makes it clear it's an advertisement. So. What does VIP prize mean? I'm gonna see. What does VIP prize mean? So anyway, I don't know. All prizes are purchased by the hospital. Okay. Okay, so anyway, they sent that to me like a week ago. I don't know if I want to buy it now or if I want to buy it like later. The ticket numbers are in the order processed, so previous winners. Here we go. So 2021 person ticket number 19,000 was that. And if I cross-reference that to my own email, I cross-reference that with my own email, where it'll say well, I don't remember when I bought this one exactly. Here are my raffle tickets. I was number 17,000, and the person who won this was number 19,000. Are you serious? I was only 2,000 off from the winning ticket. God dang it. Okay, so this is just from last year, but wait, is my name on here? I don't think I ever did a search. I don't even think that's my city, to be honest. I had won a prize before, so nope. Yeah, ticket number 19. Okay, I bought it like at the beginning, so I think now would probably be a good time to purchase it. Facebook and Instagram. Oh my god. Okay. God, my thing is so cluttered. Sorry, guys, I gotta... Oh, God. Blech. All right. Okay, so I guess I'll buy my tickets now. I don't know which one to get. Probably... I mean, the difference between... So I'm debating the 500 and the 750. 750 is a huge jump. 500. Well, it's a huge jump in price, but it's also a huge jump in the number of tickets. Because if I get this one, my tickets, I'm only looking at the 6 raffle tickets. I don't care about the 100 days of cash. I've never won that before. So 6 raffle tickets, I'm only getting... I think last year I got the 10 pack, and I didn't win anything, so I'm kind of salty about that. For this one, it's... about like $83 a ticket. For this one, it's $83 a ticket. And for the other one, it's $75 a ticket. So, I mean, the jump from this to this is, that's think about that. If I get 4 extra tickets for $250, that's like $60 per ticket for the extra tickets. So I don't think I'm gonna get that. I think I'm just gonna do the 500. I mean, if I don't win by like 2 tickets, then I'll swear off this raffle for good. But I think my chances of winning are pretty low regardless of what I do. So I could buy a bunch of them. Look at that. Look at that, guys. I could spend $10,000 on freaking on raffle tickets. I could technically do that. I could just do this and just spend, get like hundreds of tickets. Look at that. It's 500 tickets for only $37,000. Don't make me do that. Oh my god. Okay. We're just gonna get this one. It's expensive, I know, but we're gonna do it. An extra $250, that's a bit of money. Working a job that's like 20 extra hours of working. This is already 40 hours of working. So that's a full-time job. I have to work a week to gain that money back, but okay, here we go. Go away. Okay. What's the raffle? How many tickets are available? What are the costs? Who's eligible? Okay. 18 years of age and reside in the United States. I think I'm fine for US law, yeah. So. Okay. Mr. Big Pasta. Whenever they ask me for my title, I just tell them Mr. You know, I'm Mr. Big Pasta. You know? From I'm 18 years or older. I'm between 25 and 34. This is not a group purchase. That's my mobile phone number. $500 gets me 6 tickets and 7 days of the cash calendar. All right, check out. Yay. Wait. Okay, there. Wait, no, come back. I don't know. 90 Millions Raffle 2022. There you go. Cool. Thank you for your ticket purchase. Nope. Don't upgrade that. Alright, cool. Mr. Big Pasta. Alright. I think they'll email me my tickets. Yeah, I did it. Alright, cool. So stupid Special Olympics didn't send me normally they send me a brochure too. I don't know why they didn't. I don't even think they sent a brochure last year. They're like, oh, we didn't sell enough tickets last year. It's like, yeah, I didn't know about it last year. Anyway. Whatever. These people are definitely coming out even at least. They're like, oh, it's not going to be worth it to continue it if. It's not going to be worth it to continue if we don't get some money. I'm going to star both of these and get Best Buy customer reviews. Remember to review your purchase and get my Best Buy points. I don't care. What? It was good. I don't care. Okay. Okay. So, guys, how's it going? Take a purchase. Yeah, I get it. Okay. Alright, guys. So, anyway, that was that. I wanted to show that. I did spend... God, I spent an hour talking and then an hour looking at that for this 3-hour stream. Last thing I wanted to do with you guys was, I hope I have enough time to do this. I wanted to show you guys what I'm all about. So, okay. Unfortunately, I am going to have to get a job. Not because, I can't pay rent or anything. It hasn't really been a big concern for me. I need to start saving up money. What I want to do is, in the future, so I'm thinking 3 years in the future, okay? 2.5 to 3 years in the future. I want to buy a plot of land, build a house on top of it. Well, maybe not on top of it, but build a house on it, on the land, and build a greenhouse and a farm. Once I get all that started going, I have my own place. This is my land. Nobody can trespass here. I got a house. It works. I'm going to set it up to be off-grid. So, I don't need to pay for electricity or water or whatever else. And then I'll have my food running. So I won't have to pay for food either. And so I'm going to create this self-sustaining system. And, the nice thing about that is that I can actually, if I go to the Midwest, for example, and I get, especially in a northern state, and I get a garden running, if I get a garden and a farm with animals on it running, and I just, I can just spend all my time doing that. It's an at-home gig. Get down and dirty with it, right? But what I can do is I can actually sell the food that I grow and that I produce through the animals. I can sell that to other people for really jacked up prices. You go to Nebraska during the winter and you want to buy an orange. Oranges only grow in California and Florida. So if you go to Nebraska, which is in the middle of the country, so, you're talking thousands of miles away from where the oranges are grown, you're going to be paying like $4 for an orange. What if I grew them in my backyard? Pick all the oranges. Obviously, I don't need this many oranges. I go to the farmer's market, I sell them for $2 an orange. Everyone's going to buy them, and I'm going to be making a ton of money off of this food that I got for free. People still live over there. People still need to eat. And even if they didn't, I still need to eat, and I still need to live somewhere. So instead of spending, $200,000 for a house in a crappy neighborhood in California, why don't I just move somewhere where not that many people are at and start my own lifestyle? I don't need to live in the city. I don't need to live, near a bunch of places or in a place with really nice weather or anything like that. I don't need that. Why would you need that? All I need to do, and it's with the whole, studio apartment thing that I was telling you guys too. I don't need to live in luxury. I need a space, maybe double the size of my room, open space, 4 walls, and all my amenities. And that's it. Solar panels on the roof to get energy, and growing my own food to eat. What else do I need in life? An internet connection. That's pretty much the only thing you can't get off-grid. I put a satellite, pay like $50 a month. I can make $50 a month. How piss easy is that? I could just do surveys on the internet. I could do audio transcribing or whatever. It's like, you can make $50 a month off the internet. I could make YouTube videos and just live off the ad revenue for that. Super easy. Great life. And I'll go into a little bit of the details of it further, but essentially, in order to get that lifestyle, I need starting capital. All of that stuff, once it's up and going, it's self-sustainable. It's going to cost very little money in order to keep itself running. But it's going to cost money to set up. Setting up a system like that, buying the land, building materials for the house, building materials for the greenhouse for the fruits and veggies, and of course all the farm animals and all the buildings that accommodate that. Even if I use materials and all this sort of stuff, cut corners in my costs, it's still going to cost a bit of money. I'm talking thousands of dollars. It's going to cost thousands of dollars. If I want the cheapest plot of land to ever exist in the middle of buckwheat nowhere in some state you've never heard of, it's still going to cost me like $6,000 to $10,000 for that plot of land. God forbid I move anywhere where it's a decent plot of land with, with proper like ability to build on it. I'm going to be paying, a lot for this. So it could be 10 grand. It could be 20 grand for that plot of land that I'm buying. Now I got to build a piece of land. Now I got to build a house on it. I got to build a house on it that the state approves of. So that's really tough. That's something I got to consider. It's going to cost extra for that. I'm going to need money for the building materials. I'm going to need money for the equipment that I'm going the tools and stuff that I'm going to need to use to build that house. I'll go into more about that in a bit, but moral of the story is I need money. I'm not going to start this up tomorrow. I have enough money to get us started, but I don't have enough money to like really build into the whole thing. So I need starting capital, and I need way more than what I have now. If I get a full-time job right now, and I work until the year 2024, 2.5 years from now, if I get a full-time job that pays a little more than minimum wage, minimum wage here doesn't really it's livable, but barely. So I'm not saving up that much money. If I get a job that's like $18 an hour, 18 to $20 an hour, and I work full time at it, that's 8-hour days, which I've told you guys immensely that I hate. But if I work that, I'm going to be making so much money, and I'm going to be saving up so much money by summer of 2024, which is kind of my end goal. I'm going to have enough. I'm going to have like $50,000 if everything goes correctly and I don't encounter any more like expenses like car crashes or whatever that have plagued my life. I'll end up with 50 grand. $50,000 can get this entire thing built from start to finish. Animals on the farm in well-built cages, a greenhouse with all the plants planted and whatnot, and a living space for myself and whoever comes along on the journey with me. So it's not going to be that big of a living space, but it's going to be a start. Plus the cost of the land itself. 50 grand, I'll be able to dump all my money into it. But I need to work my ass off right now for the next 2.5 years in order to accomplish that, in order to do that. And that's the thing. I've told you guys before that I hate the concept of working for the rest of your life at a job. I don't care if I'm doing something for the rest of my life, but I hate the concept of having to work for an employer because I'm trapped in this situation, right? It's akin to slavery. You need options. The one thing that makes working a job good is if there's an end date. And for me, the end date is 2 years from now. If I work my ass off for 2 years at a job that I hate and bosses breathing down my neck, but they still pay me that money, I'm going to be able to save up enough money in order to secure myself for the rest of my life. Because with that much money and that much dumped into it, no matter what happens, I will still have a house, power to that house, and food on my table. Guaranteed. If the apocalypse hits and Washington D.C. starts burning, and they start dropping, and Russia and North Korea start dropping nukes everywhere, I will still have a house and 3 meals on my plate every day and power to that house. Guaranteed. That's what it is. And that's way more security than anyone in California who's working a full-time job can guarantee for themselves. If I never expand that house and it's just the size of 2 bedrooms and I have kids, well, we're all going to be a little cramped. But we will still have a roof over our heads. It will still be cooled, and it will still, this and that or whatever. I'm securing a future for myself. That's essentially what I'm doing. And the thing is, I'm able to do it theoretically. I'm able to do it off of just 3 years of work. I've already put in some. I have a bit of a savings account. You know, that savings account has been there for in case it's a rainy day, but in case there's a rainy day, but you know, so I'll just use that on top of what I already earn, on top of what I'm going to earn in the future. So I'm going to get a job. It is going to be 5 days a week. Hopefully it's going to be, whatever it is, I don't know. I tried applying to some places the other day and no go, so I'm going to have to keep looking, keep applying, whatever. Even once I get a job, I'm going to have to keep looking, keep applying for a job that pays more, a job that gives me more hours. And the thing is, I don't mind working overtime. 8 hours a day is kind of a waste to me because it's like I would rather work a whole bunch. I would rather work until I drop dead from exhaustion on Monday and then get Tuesday off. Right? That's what I'd rather do. I'd rather work 12-hour days, 4 days a week, and then get the next 3 days off. That'd be nice, right? Because one day will be recovery and then 2 days will be enjoyment. Or I'd rather work 7 days a week and just earn a crap load of money, right? That's what I want. So there were a couple of jobs that offered like really long hours and a lot of overtime, but they pay you hourly. So that's the thing. If I'm making $20 an hour at a job, instead of working 8 hours a day, why don't I just work 12 hours a day? That's 4 extra hours. That's $80 extra that I earned that day. That $80, if I'm earning that much extra every single day, that's going to turn into thousands and thousands of dollars extra that I will be able to then spend on the rest of my life. So people don't like long hours. They don't like long work weeks and overtime and stuff like that because they want to have a life. Because they don't want to do this for the rest of their life. But the thing is, nobody wants to do this for the rest of their life. That's why I'm giving myself an end date, right? My end date is like 2.5 years from now. 2.5 years from now, I am going to quit. I don't care how good the job is. I don't care how much money I'm making every minute I'm there. I'm quitting. I'm quitting, taking what I have and what I've made from my work, and then going to live off and, you know, do my own thing for the rest of my life. That is what I want. I want a future where I've set myself up to where even if I got to work, even if I got to raise those farm animals every day and water those plants every day, and that takes up most of my day, at least I'll be at home doing something that I've earned, the fruits of my labor, which is super important to me, but also I'm going to be able to spend it with my loved ones. I have a wife. I'm going to be doing this from home. She can walk around with me and help me with the farm animals and stuff. Or if she's not capable, she can just sit in her chair and watch me do it. I don't care. I'm right there with her. That's all that matters to me. If I'm at an 8-hour-a-day job, I am away from my wife and I'm away from my family for all of that time. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. And I don't understand why people do it. I don't understand why you would work a job that's away from home because you have to be away from the people that you love. Oh, I gotta support my family. Well, what's the point of supporting a family that you don't get to see ever? I mean, that's the thing. When I start to have kids, I'm gonna want to be there to raise my kids. I will hold my baby boy or my baby girl in one arm and I will water the plants or feed the animals with the other arm. I am with that kid 24/7 in that scenario. I don't have to leave him or her ever. I don't have to leave my wife ever because I've set myself up in the situation to where I can do it. Even if it ends up taking more work than what I would be doing at a full-time job, I still am able to do it. And you know, it's rewarding work and it's at home and I can create a system that's self-sustainable. With how the world is going right now, I truly believe that society will collapse within my lifetime. If society collapses within my lifetime, you go to the grocery store and there will be no food. It doesn't matter how many millions of dollars you made at your job. You know, if you go to the grocery store and there's no food, you're going to starve to death. It doesn't matter how much money you have, you're going to starve to death. It doesn't matter that you paid off your house, you're going to starve to death. That's what's going to happen. There's a lot of indicators. There's a lot of indicators right now going on in the world that that point towards like nuclear disaster. Did you guys know last week North Korea started doing missile launch tests? They are doing tests on launching missiles. They're called intercontinental ballistic missiles. You don't even have to know where North Korea is on the globe to know that intercontinental means that they can launch a missile and send it to the other side of the planet and detonate a nuke. North Korea hates us. They hate capitalism, they hate Western culture, and they hate how privileged we all are. And they've said before all of this verbally, and they've said that they hold great animosity towards America. And, you know, the moment we piss them off, they're gonna launch all of their missiles at us. I'm in California, which is geographically closest to North Korea. If they were aiming towards the US, they would hit LA first, which is relatively near where I am. If they do that, I'm gonna die. That's just plain and simple. They decide that one day, hey, our missiles are good enough because we tested them a bunch. We're just gonna launch one at America. They're gonna hit LA. I don't care how much defense America has, LA's done. And nuclear fallout is going to reach me. And I'm gonna die. But if I'm in the middle of buckwheat nowhere in the Midwest, in a town you've never heard about, then freaking Kim Jong-un in North Korea isn't gonna target that place. So, you know, maybe I don't get my California oranges anymore shipped to me in the middle of buckwheat nowhere. I'm growing my own though. I'm growing my own, and I'm gonna make sure me and my wife and my kids survive this, right? That's just North Korea. You guys hear about the situation in the Ukraine? They're about to be at war. There are Russian troops on the border of Ukraine. It's surrounding them on 3 sides. They're gonna go to war. Russia has some long cultural history about wanting to get to the Ukraine, or about wanting to reclaim the Ukraine because they lost them during World War II or something. I don't know. Anyway, they're about to go to war over there. It's just one country next to another. They're, you know, on the other side of the world. What does that have to do with us? Well, America said, Joe Biden said that we're not going to put up with it. And the rest of Europe said we're not going to put up with it. That means that America and Europe can jointly go to war against Russia in defense of this one country. That is a world war that is going to happen because of that. You guys think about World War II. What caused that? Oh, Hitler burned the Jews. No, that wasn't it. Nazi Germany invaded Poland, and everybody in the world started fighting each other. That's what caused World War II. And thankfully, back in World War II, nobody had nukes. Nobody could press a button and destroy their enemies in one day. Nobody had that ability in World War II. America got that ability at the end of World War II. We used it on Japan. We blew up 2 of their cities. End of story. Nowadays, every major country in the world has a nuke. America has nukes, Russia has nukes, North Korea has nukes, and China has nukes. Those are the 4 important ones. I think some other ones do as well, but still. Those are the 4 important ones. The 4 global powers all can press a button and destroy millions of people. And we're in another situation right now where there could potentially be a lot of fighting. Russia is going to invade the Ukraine. Europe is going to retaliate. Russia is going to push back. Europe is going to ask America for help. America is going to step in, and Russia is going to bomb us. New York City, gone. Los Angeles, gone. I mean, you're talking about millions of people who are going to die from this. And Russia won't back down. They're too proud for that. You guys You guys ever meet a Russian person? They're too proud. If they decide to do something, they're not going to stop doing it until it's done. And their president says, and their president, who is the epitome of that ego, is saying that he has a God-given obligation to take this country. He is not going to stop until he has this country, no matter if the rest of the world burns for it. That's the kind of times that we're looking at, like today. That's what we're looking at today. Even if that situation turns into nothing, in 20 years, we're going to be looking at another situation like that. And then 20 years from then, we'll be looking at another situation like that. You guys think about it, when world peace happened, right, which was at the end of World War II, we still had the Cold War, we still had the Vietnam War, we still had the Iraq War, and that's only the three that the United States were involved in. The rest of the world has been shooting each other up ever since. So my whole point with this is I'm not trying to fearmonger here, but my whole point of this is that the world is in a very fickle situation right now. It's a very delicate situation, and it can fall apart at any moment, right? It's like a Jenga tower that's just wobbling there with, one piece on each level keeping it up. You're not, the instant you flick it, it's all gonna crash down. I need to get away from this. I need to escape this, right? I can't sit here and worry. Whereas I'm in the middle of Nebraska, and I have my own farm, and I'm growing my own food, and I have my own solar power. Nobody's gonna bother me. It doesn't matter if most of the world blows itself up in nuclear warfare. Nobody's gonna be bothering me. That's the great thing. Is nobody's gonna be bothering me. That's all I want. That's all I want. I just want to escape this madness. It's true madness. I don't want to have to sit here and worry about, are the nukes going to go off tomorrow, right? And if the nukes go off, then I'm done, and my family's done, and everyone I ever knew is done, and blah blah blah, right? I'm not sitting here and just waiting for that to happen. Everyone else out there who knows about this, they're still going to work. They're still paying rent on their house. They're still freaking buying food at the grocery store. None of these are guarantees. Your city could get blown up. Even if you don't die, your house is gone. Where are you going now? You're a refugee. Your job's gone. That got blown up. Or maybe the people who ran the company die, so now you have no place to go. Oh, that career you built up for 20 years? Oh, it's gone. It's evaporated, right? Because we're at war all of a sudden. We're at war, and all of a sudden selling health insurance to people doesn't really matter anymore. So, it's a capitalistic venture anyway. Or if you're selling cardboard boxes on Amazon, doesn't matter if people are starving to death, right? Because, they blew up all our orange farms and stuff. Why, everything you've ever accomplished up until this point doesn't matter, because you go to the grocery store and there's no more food. Because everybody who had a molecule of sense went to the grocery store and raided it and is hoarding food, and the rest of us get to suffer because of that. We can't put ourselves in this situation where we're left vulnerable to other people ruining our lives. We're already vulnerable, and I've explained this to you guys before. Working a job, we're already vulnerable to the fluctuation of money. If you make X amount of dollars at your job, and all of a sudden money isn't worth that much anymore, which it's happened, it's called inflation, then you need to make more money in order to pay for it. Oh, you're barely living because you can barely afford rent at your current job. Oh, and your landlord comes to you and says, okay, I think I can make more money. Rent is double on your place. Pay up next month or I'm kicking you out. We are at the whims of people more powerful than us. It doesn't matter if it's freaking another country who can press the nuke button, or if it's somebody who owns the house that you live in. We are always at the mercy of somebody more powerful than us. It doesn't matter if you own everything in your life. You are still at mercy of the dollar bill. You are still at mercy if you're a millionaire. You still have to go to the grocery store, and you are still depending on the fact that that grocery store has food for you. You are still relying on that. And once they stop, once they don't get to have food for you anymore, then then you're gonna starve to death. I mean, that's what it is, because you've built up such a huge reliance on this. It's everybody in this country has built up such a huge reliance on other people keeping us alive. Why the hell would other people be responsible for making sure we're fed, making sure that, you know, we're properly protected, we're housed properly? That's our responsibility. That's your responsibility. That's my responsibility. We gotta look out for ourselves. We gotta look out for ourselves and the ones that we care about, who maybe aren't able to do this on their own as well. That's all you gotta do. That's all it is. You know, if shit hits the fan and we start throwing nukes at each other, and my family's gotta escape, and I already got a farm in freaking Montana, you know, going. They want to come to me, so be it. It's fine. Whatever. They're building their own house on my property, and they're going to grow their own food using my facilities. That's what it's going to be. I'm going to have more than enough for myself, but I'm going to be delegating work. I'm not going to do it for them. They don't get to come to my garden like it's a grocery store. No, you have to work for it. You have to work for it. I'm going to work for it. I'm going to work for it. I'm going to make sure that when shit hits the fan, no matter in what capacity, I don't even care if freaking like, oh, just prices double at the grocery store, right? I'm gonna be in a position to where I'm gonna be able to cope with that. Oh, all of a sudden the American dollar is worthless. Well, that doesn't affect me because I get my food from my garden next door, right? So it's this, we're too reliant on other forces. I've experienced this firsthand. I was homeless and at the mercy of the cash in my wallet. I had to survive off of that. Thank God I had that. But I had to survive off that. I would have starved without that. Even when I moved back in with my family, I was still at the mercy of my job. I had to work the job, and I wasn't allowed to quit because I needed to make money in order to pay rent and in order to feed myself. I had to. There was no other choice. Rich people out there are always like, oh, you don't have to work the job. It's like, bitch, yes, I do, because I have to work, because otherwise I'm going to starve to death. So yes, you're right. It is a choice to work or not. But that's the same choice as between living and dying. And what the hell do you think most people are going to choose, right? But the thing is, everybody's trapped in the system. The problem is everybody's trapped in the system to where they think, as a kid, you grow up thinking like, oh, I'm going to do school, and then I'm going to graduate, and then I'm going to get a job, maybe go to college, maybe not, who cares, right? But I'm going to go to school, my family takes care of me, my parents take care of me, whatever. And then once I'm an adult, I'm going to get a job, and I'm going to make money, and that's how I take care of myself. You're not taking care of yourself. If you work a job and you make money, you're not taking care of yourself, because you still have to go to the grocery store and buy food that's readily available. And yeah, thank God we have enough food to feed everybody, but you're still at the mercy of others. You're at the mercy of your landlord who's giving you an affordable price on housing. You're still at the mercy of the grocery store for having food there that you can eat. You're still at the mercy of whatever else. It doesn't even have to be your landlord. It could be like, let's say the city decides, oh, hey, you know, we're going to tear down your whole neighborhood so we could put a freeway here. They've done this before. We're going to tear down your neighborhood so we can put a freeway here. So get out. Get out. Oh, you were living all nice and comfy here? You thought you were secure? Get out. You got to be out here by tomorrow morning. I don't care where you go. And so what happens is tomorrow morning, you have a backpack of your stuff on, of your clothes and whatnot, whatever you could take, and you have to walk out that door, and then a team of construction people will bring a bulldozer and just wipe your house away. Now you're homeless. Congratulations. This has happened to people before. People have been kicked out of their house for the sake of building freeways, for the sake of expansion of other things. Because guess what? Who's buying that freeway? Who's building that new shopping mall there? Who's doing any of this? It's people who are more powerful than you. That's what it is. People who are more powerful than you have complete control and dictation of your life. That's what it is, because we've all trapped ourselves in the system of we have to make money, and then we have to use that money to pay for the privilege of other things. And I've complained about this before, how much control money has over us. Products do not have control over us. Food itself does not have control over us. It's the people who are managing that stuff. If you make your own stuff and you grow your own food, you don't have any problems anymore. Where did your problems go? When do you need money? You don't need money. You don't need to rely on, not getting fired from work today. You don't need to worry about house prices increasing. You don't need to even worry about, the government still being there next week. Because you don't have to rely on that anymore. Whereas if the US government collapsed today, you would be, everybody would starve. Everybody would starve, except for a few people. The rich would leave the country, and the poor would steal food from each other, and everybody would starve. That's what would happen. I mean, on a smaller scale, if your company goes out of business, you don't have a job anymore, you can't pay rent, you're homeless, you can't afford to eat, you're starving. There you go. So, how do you escape this? Well, I have a pretty good idea. Buy a little plot of land, save up enough money to do this, and then obviously buy a little plot of land, or a big plot, whatever. Build your own house. Build a greenhouse for a garden, or build a garden, grow your own veggies. Have some farm animals on there for meat and whatever else. Make sure you have enough power to power like freezers and stuff. And that's it. That's all you do. That's all you have to do. I mean, it's a lot easier said than done. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of work. Especially for someone like me who's just speaking out of his ass because I'm a city boy and I've never even gone to the countryside before. It's that's what it is. So, but that's what it is. Even if I won the lottery and I could live a life full of luxury, I'm still gonna set this all up. Because I'm not going to rely on the fact that everything's going to be hunky-dory. So, anyway, as to how I'm going to set this up, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer and, doomsday conspiracy theorist in front of you guys. So, everything that I'm saying is valid, mind you. It's completely valid and legitimate. But as to when it's going to happen, I mean, it's probably not going to happen tomorrow. Realistically, it's probably not even going to happen in the next 10 years. That's why I'm not sitting here panicking. Because if, Russia goes to war with Ukraine and then the nukes start dropping from all directions, there's no real hope for me. I don't really have anywhere to go. So I don't have any of this set up. I don't have the money to get this set up. So it's going to take a few years for me to do this, but it'll be a few years well spent. So anyway, my whole point with that is to say that in order to get this sort of lifestyle set up, that I need money. I need money in order to buy everything initially. I can't make solar panels on my own. And I can't, stake a claim in a piece of land that's already owned by somebody else. So obviously I gotta, buy all this. Which is totally fine. Whatever. That's how the world works. So anyway, I'm gonna get a full-time job, 40 hours a week or more. Hopefully it'll be on the weekdays, but say 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day, what have you. And then and then I'll just crash, and then I'll just recovery time. I'll still stream on the weekends and stuff, or even if I can't stream on the weekends, I mean, it depends, I'll let you guys know, but if I can't stream on the weekends, then I'll stream in my spare time, and you guys can obviously watch the VODs for all that. So I mean, your guys' free time, so I don't know, conflicting schedules, whatever. But anyway, my goal is for the next 2.5 years, I'm just gonna work really long hours so that I can get as much money as I can, and then like I said, 2024, I'm gonna quit. Just quit my job cold turkey, no matter how good or bad it is. I'm just gonna stick it out, and I'm gonna quit, and then from there, I'm gonna be able to get my own place, or I'm gonna be able to buy my own land and all this sort of stuff. So typically people save up for like a down payment on a house, and they live that typical lifestyle. No. I'm using this to start my farm life. Like this is ridiculous. So anyway, as to how I'm gonna get all that done now, here's the actual fun part. All that was sort of leading up to this. So basically, my goal is I did talk about that for a long time. It's another 40-minute rant. I apologize for that, guys. But anyway, so my goal is, this is exciting stuff now. I want a, could open up a paint here. Ugh. When I get a plot of land, and I'm going to shop around, I want to build an underground house and an underground garden. Now you guys might think, like, why underground? I mean, it's cool, but why specifically underground? When you build, and maybe it's not totally underground. If I have a hillside here, and if I have a hillside here, and that doesn't work. And what color can my thing be? If I have a hill here, let's say, I can actually build a house into the hill. So it's gonna be a house, and a door, and a couple windows, whatever, right? So it'll be into the hill, but this is an actual hill. This is a hill, and it's gonna be kind of uniform to the ground or whatever. What I'm gonna do is the house will actually go into the hill, so it'll go into the hill, and obviously it'll be like that. But the whole thing about this is that it's gonna be this is kind of my house, and it's gonna go into the ground like this with the orange lines, and there's gonna be dirt. There's gonna be dirt covering the top and like 3 walls, 2 or 3 walls depending, and then the front is gonna be like that. So the whole, I can show you guys actual real, something like this. I mean, this is akin to like the Hobbit home. So it's basically, the house is built into a hill, and obviously when you actually build it, it's not going to be in the hill itself, or you can't just cut out a little hole in the hill and just stick a house in there. It doesn't work like that. What you actually have to do is you have to dig out this entire area, So like you have to dig out the entire space from top to bottom of where your house is going to be, build the house, and then stack all the dirt back on top of it. It's going to cost a little extra money. You look at this. That's exactly what these people have done. They essentially just put the dirt back up here, and they essentially just put the dirt back. They built the house and they put the dirt back on top of the house. You could do it like this, where you build a house a little low and then just do it like that. I would prefer something like this, where there's already a hillside, there's already a hill, and then you just dig out that amount, and then just the space where the house is going to be, and then you put it there. There are a few videos on this, but essentially with this, I mean, here's a really good image of this. So you have air intake, right? You got to have something at the top so you get some proper ventilation in here. And you can have solar collectors, air intake and exhaust. So obviously if you don't have these, you're going to suffocate. So you need to have proper airflow within the building itself. But the benefit of this kind of house, do you guys know the temperature? Do you guys know what the temperature is underground? If you dug a hole 10 feet deep and then closed it, or you don't even have to close it. If you dug a hole 10 feet deep that was like as wide as you are, and then you just dropped yourself into it, what would the temperature be? It's about 55 to 60 degrees. You guys know temperature. 72 is room temperature, so, and then 80 is when we start feeling uncomfortable. Underground, in that hole you dug, it's about 60 degrees, 55 to 60 depending. During the summertime, it's blazing hot outside. Inside that hole, it's 55 degrees. Wintertime, it's snowing outside. What's the temperature in that hole? 55 degrees. Year round, in sun or snow or whatever else, every season, every climate, that hole in the ground is going to be the same cool temperature, cool and comfortable temperature. When you build a house in the earth, in a hillside or underground or what have you, 60 degree house, year round. You go to the blazing hot of freaking the Nevada desert of Death Valley, and you build a house and you dig a hole in the middle of that desert, and it's 60 degrees. You go to the freaking like Arctic, or like close to the Arctic, like Canada, and it's in the middle of winter and people are dying of frostbite. You dig a hole in the ground, it's 60 degrees. That's the benefit of having a house, an underground house, a house built into the land, covered. Whatever way you do it, the result is pretty much the same, but that's where they get this demographic from. It's an underground house doesn't have to necessarily be fully underground. It can just be like this, where it's junked out. This Hobbit house is a very good example. You could even, if you want more windows, you could even have one like this, where there's a door here, and yeah, okay, you guys can still see. There's the door here, and the entire house is in the hill, and then you have a window up here for a little extra sunlight or a little extra airflow or whatever. You can do it any which way you want. Nice and cool year round. Even if I move into the middle of the desert, nice and cool year round. That's what I want. This has many benefits. Obviously, one, you're not vulnerable to the elements. If it's blazing hot outside during the summer, I don't gotta worry about that. I just gotta stay indoors all day. If it's freezing cold during the winter, I don't gotta worry about that. I'm just staying indoors all day, right? Your house acts at, the earth, the hillside, the underground. It acts as a natural insulator that prevents any of what's going on outdoors to enter into your house. That's what's really nice about it. If you have heat sensitivity or cold sensitivity, this house is perfect. The one problem, or one of the problems that I foresee with off-grid living, which is what I want to do, basically meaning you're not hooked up to the city's electric or water or anything like that. If it's hot during the summer, you're going to be spending a lot of money or a lot of energy on air conditioning. With an underground house, you don't have to, because it's the same temperature year round in that underground house. I've watched so many videos on people with underground houses, and they all say the same thing. It's the same temperature underneath. You go into like a bomb shelter underneath the ground, it's the same temperature. So that's the benefit of this. You don't have to waste any electricity on air conditioning the place during the summer or heating it during the winter. I mean, if it's a little chilly, you can have a wood, you could have like a fireplace here and just let all of it exhaust out the top. That's it. You chop down a tree, you chop down one tree and you have enough firewood for the whole winter. I mean, so it's an easy fix. 55 to 60 degrees sounds pretty cold, but not like Canada cold, but it's still a little chilly. So you can do that. You can wear it middle of July in like the hottest climate you've ever been in, and you can wear long sleeve shirts and pants, and you can get under the blankets all nice and cozy, and you don't feel any of that heat there. You don't feel any of that heat. I don't feel any heat coming from my window because it's underground. Oh my god, what a revolutionary idea. It's great. So I'm gonna build my house into the hill, into the earth, whatever. You have one side of it facing the sun, letting it out. One or two sides, whatever, right? This person has two sides. A little bit of sunlight in there. You can point any which way. You can design the house based off of that and based off the land you have and whatnot, right? So there's a lot of factors to consider into here where you actually have to, before you build it, you gotta be like, okay, this is how I'm gonna do it, and this is the process and all this sort of stuff, which I know a little bit about. I would need to do a lot of extra planning and research, but R&D. But that's what it is. The basic concept is that you build it into the earth, underground, and you're gonna have a very chill house for the entire year. I hate the heat. I hate the heat so much. The heat can go die. I do not want to do it. I do not want to deal with that. Like, if I go to hell in the afterlife, I'm not gonna dislike it because of the eternal damnation. I'm gonna dislike it because of the heat, because it's probably pretty hot in the Earth's core, wherever hell is. I don't know. Who cares? I've loved this winter season because I can snuggle up in my blankets and stuff. Fun fact about me, I don't know if it's TMI, but I like to sleep nude. So I think there's actually some scientific benefit, or there's some actual body benefit to sleeping naked. But I like to do it just because I like to do it. I like the way that the blankets feel on my skin, or the bed sheets feel on my skin. But I'm a little I guess autistic. I like pressure, and so I want to feel, in order to get comfortable, I want to feel a lot of pressure weighing down on me. So what I have is I have my bed sheet, a cover, and a weighted blanket. And so even if I'm sleeping naked, I'm all nice and cozy during this winter. So, and my body heat heats up under the covers. So that's all good. So I've really liked that. I enjoy that every night. But the problem is when it hits summer, I still go to sleep naked because it's so hot. But now I got to remove all of my covers and all my sheets. Terrible. Get away. Get out of here with that. I don't want to have to do this, but every summer it's the same. I got to deal with this. I've contemplated getting like a portable air conditioner for my room just so that I don't have to deal with this, but I'm still gonna have to deal with it. Underground house, you don't have to deal with it. Underground house, there's no heat. There's no. It's the temperature of the earth, which is always between 55 and 60 degrees, which is the perfect temperature for nude sleeping, but still with blankets on top of you. Perfect temperature. Ooh, crisp. That's what we call it, crisp temperature. It's perfect. I'm so glad the world works this way. This is one of the things I like about the world. Anyway, so yeah, that's the benefit of having an underground house. Get me one of those, right? That's what I was talking about with this whole thing here. So that's number one. I'm gonna buy a plot of land, and let's say, I don't know, Idaho land for sale. So I go to Idaho. All right, here we go. Land watch. Yeah, blah blah blah. Whatever. Look at this. Oh my god, it's next to a lake. Holy crap. Half an acre next to a lake. But anyway, look at that hill. Look at that hill. There's definitely a downhill slope there. And this fool built his house right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a little blip here. This fool built his house above ground. What a fool. This is a perfect hill. Go to the base of the hill and dig into the hill enough to construct the house and then replace the dirt on top. There you go. Now this dude who's probably spending hundreds of dollars a month heating the place during the winter, no problems whatsoever. You don't need to keep that heated. A little fireplace going, and it's going to be a very nice temperature. Very nice land here. So I can just go up here and I just buy the land and then just build whatever the heck I want, right? It's this little section. Look at that. Here's this little section. It's by the lake. It's by the lake, half an acre, all that sort of stuff. So I have, you know, you get it, right? Idaho. That's the first state I clicked on. The land is just there. It's just there. It's just there for you to go buy and take. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of crap about like, oh, you gotta make sure everything's built into code and whatnot. Get out of here. I don't need to listen to any of that. So, you know, not right now at least. Anyway, so that's basically like you could do that. Any place I would go and find a hill, nice green valley. I go to like Oregon. Go Oregon. There we go. Sort by low to high. There aren't really any hills around here. So some lady built a hobbit home like this one in Oregon. So that's why Oregon's very lush. A lot of rainfall in Oregon. So, and it's by the ocean. So you get that cool ocean breeze. A lot of rainfall. And a lot of rainfall and everything. So it is about that time, boys and girls. I am going to God, I'm starving. turn off my webcam. If I put this here, there we go. But yeah, I can do that. So yeah, anyway, is there any good land with like a hill around here? Not really. Oh, it's this. Do you get the hill? I hope you get the hill. A lot of rock over here. As long as it's easy to dig into, I don't necessarily need like good soil here. Just that plot of land? Wait a second. What about the hill? I'm gonna have to make it fully underground if I have to get an area like this. I want a hill. There's a little incline here. Could probably work with that. I was near the river. Here we go. Okay. Oh god, okay. Alright. Yeah, it's near a river. Hell yeah, dude. I wonder if that river's any clean. like kind of in the middle of nowhere, but whatever, you know. Oh my god, where would this be? Holy crud. Yeah, you're talking about nowhere, dude. It's out in the middle of nowhere, but do you have neighbors? Oh my gosh, that'd be terrible. Oh well, I'm not gonna buy it right now, obviously. But yeah, that place would be ideal for something like that. That was about a little more than 1.5 acres. How big is an acre? 43,000 square feet. Okay, so 1.73 acres would probably be the full football field. How big is a football field? Ah, all right. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get off. But yeah, I know I talked a lot today, but I know I talked a lot today, so maybe we'll continue later. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for me. I'm not gonna bore you guys with me doing research and whatnot, so yeah. The basically underground house, very nice, and I also want an underground greenhouse. So I can show you guys actually what that looks like. $300 underground greenhouse. Yeah. So, in the same sense that, what should I call it? In the same sense that an underground house would keep your house at a steady temperature, an underground greenhouse would do the same thing. You put the greenhouse underneath the ground and you put, glass on top, and even if it snows or whatever, then the plants on the inside will be able to grow. So people in people in people in like the northern states where they normally can't grow that much. Um, they normally can't grow that much. They and because of the winter season, right, and the climate and whatnot, they have a controlled climate in the greenhouse. It doesn't get cooler than a certain temperature. They don't have to spend that much heating it, and other plants still grow like year round. Like you could have, there's a dude who there's this dude who grew, and there's a whole video on it, but he basically has this entire greenhouse underneath the ground. So only the glass panels are above the ground. And he's inside the greenhouse, he's growing fruits. He's growing like oranges and berries and stuff during the winter, during like a snowy winter. So this is another thing that I wanted, this underground greenhouse, because if I get, a cheap plot of land, it's going to be in a northern part of the country. So I'm going to need to do something like this in order to get the ball rolling, in order to plant and cultivate lots of fruits and veggies myself, without having whatchamacallit, without having to buy my own stuff. So I can just make a setup like this. The house next to it, the house has got to be underground too, for me. But yeah, just you see, he grows citrus in the snow. And there's a cute little cat. But yeah, you guys can see, it's all of this is underground, right? Only this part and above is above the ground. So he regulates the temperature, and I guess he has other techniques on how to do it. So he has other techniques on how to like keep it warm underground, because it's not perfect temperature, especially during the winter. So there's definitely some issues to work through. But yeah, no, it's all doable. I mean, this is proven methods of doing it. Do this, set up on like a aquaponics setup, and I mean, you're good to go. So anyway, that's a lot to explain. Um, so the underground house with the underground greenhouse, the underground house for your own comfort and shelter, the underground greenhouse for your plants and stuff, and then a farm somewhere. I don't know. That could be above the ground. You gotta heat the farm too, so maybe you make a barn underneath the ground. Just store the animals. Keep them in there for a winter, whatever. I don't know. It's all the good stuff. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Uh, I'm not gonna keep going. So, but yeah, it's just I don't know. There's so many ways to do this, and to get away from this life that like because I feel trapped in this life. I feel it feels like there's no way out. Oh, you have to work a job because you have to spend money on food, and you have to spend money on housing and blah blah, right? I just get away from it all. Just, so, anyway, working for a couple of years, save up enough money to get this all started, and then I can get this all started, and then yeah, I'll be able to live sustainably with this. So that'll be really nice. Honestly, can't wait to be able to do all this. So yeah, but that's a few years looking out. So first, I need a job that'll actually pay me enough for me to save. So that's step number one. But yeah, I'll still be able to stream on the weekends, or at least have streams up for you guys to watch on the weekends if that's your preferred time to watch, and all that. So anyway, guys, tomorrow I will be resuming Spiritfarer. So it's my weekend game. We'll see how far I can get in that. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for me. Short stream. It's all good. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. This has been Big Pasta Gaming. You guys have been a little pasta watching. And I will see you all tomorrow. Regular time, 11 to 6, or 11 to whenever, my time. So yeah. Anyway, guys, take care. Bye-bye. Sayonara. All that good stuff. Hope you guys have a good day today. Good night's sleep tonight. Bye-bye. See ya. Take care, everyone.